What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today I'll be showing you guys one of my personal favourite primary weapons to use in Destiny right now. You can actually buy this in the tower, making it very easy to obtain, so you don't need to worry about hoping to get lucky in a loot drop. So the weapon I'm talking about is the Hung Jury SR4, and it's the exact same one that you can purchase from the Dead Orbit vendor in the tower. It's going to cost you 150 legendary marks, and it's going to require you to swear your allegiance to Dead Orbit, which means you lock yourself into Dead Orbit for a week. And you also need to be Dead Orbit rank 3, which isn't too hard. I bet most of you guys are way over rank 3, seeing as you could rank up Dead Orbit since year 1 when Destiny first launched. But if you aren't rank 3, then don't worry, it doesn't take too long. Just do a load of bounties and exchange materials, and you should be there in no time. But there are a ton of weapons to choose from in the tower, and we'll show you guys why I recommend picking up this thing out of all the other weapons you can get. So the stats on this thing are very, very strong. Comparing it to the exotic Boolean Gemini, it's got more range, stability, and reload than it, so it's basically a generally better weapon to handle, but it does have 3 less bullets in the magazine and a tiny bit less impact. But other than that, it's a very strong scout rifle, and it's got decent stats to hold up to an exotic weapon, which is quite good itself. The best part is the perks that come along with this are triple tap, so rapidly landing 3 precision shots will return 1 round to the magazine, and also Firefly. This is that legendary perk from year 1 that you probably are aware of, and that causes enemies to explode when you get precision kills, which will deal damage to enemies around them. This thing is a headshot machine. It's just so easy to handle and so easy to fire. I like it because it's good at taking out adds like thralls, because you can just wipe them all out with Firefly, but it's also amazing at killing mages because they have big health, and you can just keep on landing those precision shots and you can get even more bullets back in the magazine. So it's really good at killing both the low tier enemies and the high tier ones. So just a general all-round good weapon, and like I've said, the perks in this weapon are amazing. It doesn't do any element of damage, which isn't really too much of a negative, because virtually no primaries in year 2 of Destiny actually do any element of damage, and even the raid weapons don't either. So don't hold off if you're hoping for an elemental primary, because not like year 1 where they were very common, they might not be here for the next couple weeks or months until Iron Banner or Trials of Osiris next rolls around in the Taken King, and that could be quite a while. So don't get warded off by the fact it doesn't do an element of damage. It's still a very good primary, and not many weapons do any element of damage. And on top of the weapon performance and just how it feels and shoots, it also got a very good aesthetic. It's just a nice weapon to look at, and of course it's going to be important to some of you guys and not important to others. Depends if you care exactly how a weapon looks. Of course, it's an Omolon weapon, and it's the Dead Orbit version with the Dead Orbit design with that black and white theme. And I really love the Dead Orbit design, and also the scopes and the reticles you get to choose from look really, really nice. They're really clean, really effective, and just genuinely good scopes to use. Nothing that's obtrusive. They're really easy to see your target and actually pick people off and get those headshots, which of course is very important. And of course, with most Omolon weapons, they also fire liquid masses. You can see a little liquid bubble drain as you fire the weapon, which is a cool little touch. And like I've said, Omolon weapons are some of the best and most nice looking weapons in the game, and it's this little touch like that which makes the weapon even better and just make it a really, really cool weapon in general. Because it's not just the same old boring scout rifle frames we've been using since year 1. It's a really cool and unique brand new weapon. So I've got currently mine on 298 light, because of course I've infused it with other weapons. Of course the default one comes at 280. You'll need to infuse that to make it a little bit more powerful, but I absolutely love this thing. I take it into the raid with me. I've defeated Oryx using it, and I literally trust this weapon so much. It's definitely one of those weapons I can rely on, and I just want to recommend it to you guys and show you this awesome weapon if you haven't picked it up already, and you should definitely pick it up if you don't know what to spend your marks on so far, and this is definitely a good choice. So I'm going to let a bit more gameplay roll of me using this weapon. You guys can see how it fares and sounds and all that good stuff. So hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Drop a thumbs up if you did, and enjoy the gameplay.
Your first mission to Phobos ended with a flight for freedom. Now, you leave that moon with a decisive victory over the Taken.